Back and we are live. Okay. Everybody to be able to capture this. All right. So the nursing assistant, okay, and that's why you come to school to learn. You spend several weeks, for some of you, it's several months coming to class to sit and learn. Okay. Um, and I feel so grateful to be an instructor, a registered nurse teaching the nursing assistant training program. All right. So you come to class to learn, to educate yourself, so that when you come out, you can provide the best of care to people. Okay. So this is something that you know you need to keep in mind, that you're coming out to take care of people, not objects, right? We're coming out to care for people. Now, the best way to care for people is to care for yourself, okay? Is to care for yourself, all right? Now, what are the things that we need in order to care for ourselves? We need to make money, right? We need to be able to pay for stuff. We need to be able to take care of our bills, right? Buy our food, medication, and stuff like that. So you got to take care of yourself. You need to exercise. You need to eat right. You need to lose weight, right? Yesterday I went to the doctor. The doctor blood result says, Gene, you better cut it down. All right, get rid of your sugar intake because it's getting out of hand, right? So I said, look, let me make some change. So today I had my coffee without sugar. I drank plenty of water, right? But the day before I had plenty of coffee with sugar and not enough water. So that blood test says result says you got to change that quick before you come down with something. So I got to take good care of myself. The nursing assistant, anyone who's in healthcare, need to take good care of themselves. Okay, so okay. Now a lot of people say to me, "Do you help students find a job?" Anytime, any chance I get to do that. But I tell you right now, you don't need help. You don't need anybody helping you find a job. Why? Because it's all online. If you go on Google now and you type nursing assistant jobs near me, the computer will locate where you are. The internet will locate where you are and give you a whole list. I mean, I'm talking about a list of hundreds, if not thousands, of jobs out there between hospitals, nursing home, home care agencies, you know, adult day care services, rehab centers. I mean, it's all out there. You just need to sit down, pick a few, and make a few calls, schedule appointments, go online, and fill out the application. So the nursing assistant, as you're studying to become a nursing assistant, you're gonna need a computer. You're gonna need a little laptop to get yourself used to being online, to going online, to managing a computer, right? To downloading or uploading information such as driver's license, social security card. We're on page 249. Social security cards, birth certificate, passport, proof of legal status in the country. All right, something that's not expired. Okay, don't feel offended if they ask you, do you have any documentation that shows that you are legal to work in this country? They may need your high school diploma or your diploma or certificate from the nursing program. All right. Um, they may need your instructor's name. Once they have the name of your school, okay, then they can get the rest of that information, your instructor's name, phone number, how to reach out to them, and get references. All right. References are people who can be contacted or recommend you as an employee. So your instructor can will give will can say some good things about you. So basically, all I can say is be good to your instructor. All right. Don't treat your instructor like a piece of garbage, because when you get that job, they will say, well, we need to speak to your instructor and find out a little bit of something about you. Okay. And by law, the instructor cannot lie. Okay. We can't say, the instructor may not say bad things about you, but if they don't say anything good about you, that tells the employer that, right? Now I will say, okay, can you call me back in a few? Let me open up my attendance list and see how many times this person was absent, was late, right? Let me look at this student file and see how many times this student, how many tests they passed, and how many times they were, you know, being disturbing the class, the routine. All right. And if everything is if we have positive things to say, we will say positive things. If we don't have positive things to say, we may choose to say, I choose not to speak about this particular person because I did not enjoy the experience of having this person in the classroom. So I am not in the position to recommend this person for that position. Okay. Anyway, so just keep in mind, before you turn around and cuss your teacher, before you piss them off, you're going to need that instructor when it comes to time to get that job. Okay. Now, go to page 250. Some potential employers will ask you for a resume. Okay. So you can go online and type resume or how to create a resume. You don't need to hire or pay someone to do it for you. You need to learn to do it yourself. All right. Caring for yourself is about you being independent. Get a little laptop, buy word processing on it, right? The big W, the Word app, or download it for free or whatever. Okay. Your contact details, your education, special skills, okay, any volunteer work, right? So you add all of that stuff to it. And now when it comes to the job, name of your school, address of the school, okay, past work experiences and all that stuff. All right. Now you will need to go to a job interview. All right. Make them like you, make them want to hire you. Okay. So be professional. Do the following: shave or bathe, shower or bathe, use deodorant, brush your teeth, wash your hands, clean underneath your nails, wear only simple makeup, jewelry. Your hair should be cut clean and right and out of your eyes. Shave or trim facial hair. Dress neatly. Do not wear perfume or cologne that may have a strong scent, right? Do not smoke beforehand. Arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. Do not bring friends or children with you. Turn off your cell phone during a job interview. Introduce yourself, smile, and offer appropriate greetings such as a firm handshake, confident handshake, and smile. Answer question clearly, page 251. Answer question clearly, make eye contact. All right. Avoid using street languages. We call them slang. Okay. Sit up straight, relax, and be confident. Be positive when answering questions. All right. So before a job interview, and ask them questions. Like the next time you see your instructor, ask the instructor to give you a few suggestions on how to handle yourself at a job interview and what to say interview when they ask you questions like, tell me about yourself. All right. And so at your job interview, don't just answer questions, but you also need to ask questions like, what's my workload? Tell me about my schedule. Tell me about the kind of patients I will need to care for. Okay. Is there shift rotation? Do I have to rotate from one shift to another? Right. The job they try at a job interview, they want to see if you're a good match for them, but you also need to find out if this job is a good match for you, right? So, for example, if you're a 7-day Adventist, you need to bring that up. at a job interview that you cannot work Friday evening and to Saturday during the day, right? If you go to church on Sunday, you need to bring that up. If you're a Muslim and you pray 5, 7 times a day, you need to bring that up. You need to let them know. Okay? Because if every time they're looking for you, you're hiding in a corner praying, then, that wasn't part of the deal. You got to let them know. Okay? All right. So you need to ask some questions. Page 251. What hours would I work? What benefits does the job include, like health insurance? What's the average caseload? What orientation training or training do you provide? How will I contact my supervisor? Are there any policies regarding ongoing education? How soon will you be making a decision about this position? Okay. All right. So you got to find out if that job is a good fit for you. Okay. All right. Um, Now, later in the interview, you may want to ask about salary or wage, right? And then after the interview, send them an email or a letter to say to thank them for their time in evaluating you, and um, so forth, right? Now, let's see. Find out from now in your job, the new job that you will get, you also need a copy of your job description. The job description is an agreement, page 251. Page 251. The job description between an employer and the employees. When you start a new job, description. It states the responsibilities and tasks of your job. It describes the skills required to do the job. The job description provides protection for you and your employer. Please underline that. The job description provides protection for you and your employer. It protects you, the employee, from the facility changing duties without notifying you. It protects you from being fired based on something not related to your job description, etc. Right? So take a little bit of time to read through this. Okay. Now, when caring for residents, you must be able to manage your time well. Okay. You must be able to manage your time well. So, in order to manage your time well and to provide the best care for your patient, plan ahead. Planning is the best way to manage your time better. Okay. Plan ahead. Prioritize the most important things to get done and do them first. Make a schedule. Write out the hours of the day and fill in what needs to be done and when. Combine activities. Get help. So you go in the patient's room, you want to combine teeth brushing, shower, using the bathroom. You want to combine all the ADL care before you move on to another patient. So you don't have to. All right. Now, everyone experiences conflict at some point. Okay. All right. For example, families may argue at home, coworkers may disagree. Okay. How to resolve conflict, page 252. Plan to discuss the issues at the right time. Do not stop the conversation while you're helping a resident, right? So you don't try to resolve a personal issue or a coworker, a resident. Agree not to interrupt the person. Do not be rude or sarcastic or name calling. Do not overreact. Check your body language. Keep the phone. So conflicts may happen. So you need to handle conflict in a professional manner, in a professional way. All right. Now, once a year, or maybe for some employment, twice a year, they may do employee evaluation. Okay. From time to time, you will get evaluation from your employer. They contain ideas that help you improve your job performance, which is often referred to as constructive feedback. Okay, constructive feedback involves giving opinion about a person's work and making helpful suggestions for changes. Okay, so during Here are some ideas on how to handle feedback and use them to your benefit. Listen to the message that is being sent. Try not to get upset. Hostile criticism is not the same as constructive feedback. Hostile criticism is angry and negative. For example, saying to somebody, you are useless, you are lazy. Hostile criticism should not come from your employer or supervisor. Okay, constructive feedback may come from your employer, supervisor, and others, right? So, for example, example of constructive feedback, you may can be something like this: you really need to be more accurate on your charting, or you are late too often. You have to make more of an effort to be on time. All right. Um, so you have some examples there. Okay. One of them, it says here in the picture, I think you're having a problem organizing your time. And the resident rushed lately. Do you have any suggestion in how I can my time? Now, I think part of part of dealing with criticism, with constructive criticism, is to stay positive and to remain professional. All right, to look for the good side of things. Okay, let's see here. Somebody says they can't hear. Well, that's a problem with your phone here, not mine. Okay, let's see here. My microphone is on. Okay. Okay, so um where are we? All right. So page 254, during any kind of constructive criticism, learn from your mistake, apologize and move on. And if you made a mistake, apologize as needed, right? This may be to a supervisor, a resident, or others, right? Your evaluation will cover overall knowledge, right? Conflict resolution and team effort. Now, let's talk about certification. Okay, let's talk about certification because you cannot function as a CNA if you are not certified, right? Let's talk about certification. Okay, basically, OBRA, the Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act, all right, they're the one that evaluate the nursing program, right? And they're the one that will provide you with your certification. Okay. So during your class, during lab, during clinical, during online, and all these activities, they combine to at least 75 hours of training. So you need 75 hours of minimum initial training, 12 hours of continuing education that we call in service from your job. Okay. Page 254, after completing the training program, you will be given the competency evaluation to get your certification. So you will have a knowledge exam, a written exam, and a skills evaluation. You have to pass both of them. OBRA requires that each state keep a nursing registry of nursing assistant. This registry is maintained by the State Department. Often, this is the State Board of Nursing or Department of Health. The registry contains nursing assistant training information, results of certification exam. All right, go into a record in the nursing registry. Okay, um, so you have to pass state exam, knowledge tests, skill tests. Okay. So when you're in the class, take advantage of the time to practice, to get yourself ready. Okay. All right. Um, let's skip to page 255. Okay. It's going to be a stressful job, guys. I guarantee you that. So learn to manage your stress well, learn to care for yourself, learn to take time off. Okay. Seek help from your supervisor. Okay. Um, Sometimes you just need to call out so you can cool off. All right. If you feel overworked, underpaid, not appreciated, before you end up taking it out on your resident, on your patient, you need to calm down. You need to seek advice. You need to talk to people. Take time to meditate. Take time to relax. Okay. Find out from people with more experience than you how you should deal with that situation before you snap on your boss or on the resident or a coworker because you're stressed, you're overworked, you're underpaid, underappreciated. You got problem at home, you got problem at work, you got bills that need to be paid, but you can't pay them all. The paycheck is not enough. You're doing two jobs. You're not getting enough sleep. Patient is very demanding. The call light never stops, right? You just change the patient and on your way right for stuff, patient and family complaint. All right. Now, you have to learn not to take these things personal and try to relax. Try to understand that it's part of the process because in healthcare, everyone is under stress. The patient is under stress, the doctor, the family, no one is happy because the illness, the change in medical condition is stressful to everybody, right? So we all under stress. We got divorce is a source can be a source of stress. Marriage, new baby, parenthood, right? Children growing up, problem at work, starting a new job, new responsibility at work, losing a job, right? Co-workers, resident illness. I mean, stress is there. Stress is not only an emotional response, it is also a physical response. When a person has stress, changes occur in the body. The endocrine system makes more hormone adrenaline. It can increase the nervous system response, heart rate, respiratory rate, and blood pressure. So the stress can affect your own vital sign and your health. Okay. Now, page 256, managing stress. Okay. Guideline to managing stress, right? Eat nutritious food, exercise regularly, get enough sleep, drink only in moderation, do not smoke. Find time to at least a few times a week to do something relaxing like reading a book, sewing, watching a movie, being in nature, doing something, right? Giving or getting a massage, right? Listening to music, all right? When you're not man, so nursing assistants, everyone in healthcare need to learn to manage stress. So go through the guideline because the stress is a big part of the job. This guideline should help you big time, okay? Because when you're not managing stress, page 256, you're showing anger. You can be abusive to your resident, arguing with supervisors, having poor relationship with coworkers, complaining about your job, feeling work-related burnout, right? Feeling tired, having trouble focusing, okay? A lot of things can happen if well, okay? So your supervisor is a good sort, can be a good stress training program. Guys, I'm happy to have been your instructor. Okay. Now this information is gonna be saved in my YouTube. Future classes can benefit from, and I hope you guys benefited from it. All right. So we covered chapter 9, chapter 10, chapter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We did all of that in English, and we also did all of it in Haitian Creole. Uh, to my friends who are looking to take your state exam, well, um, you can always go back and study, right? You can always go back and study. Okay. You can always go back and study, watch the videos, right, on YouTube or Facebook, and you know, answering questions. So after this, basically, we're gonna try to create videos on answering questions to help you get yourself ready for your state exam. Okay, we're gonna try to come up with videos on the skills to help you get yourself ready in future classes as well, to help them get ready and move forward. You know, I hope to see you in class soon. If not, I hope to see you in the and that we get a chance to work together. And when you see me, just say hello. Say, hey, Mr. Gene, remember me from your CNA class, right? So, and for those of you, everyone, I know you're having class just go back, spend your own time watching it. But we covered everything. All right. Okay, guys. So it's been a pleasure. And I will see you in class next week. And for you online, like Jim Rome used to say, I will see you at the top. Congratulations on completing the nursing assistant training program with me. And let's go make big things happen. Okay. Pretty soon, I want to hear that every one of you took your state exam, became nurses, nurse practitioners, and passed me and make a lot of money so I can come and borrow from you. All right, guys, you have a great night. Um, Good night to Elaine Gardner, Inelta, Odette. All right, who else do we have here? Caroline is here. Adana Dezum, good to see you. Nice picture. Very beautiful. Philippa is here. Let's see. Ismita, Pierre Richard, Stanley Auguste is here. Let's see who else is here. Max West, Nancy is here. Beatrice is here. Goodbye, my friend. Thank you for being in the Zoom tonight. And I will see you guys in class. And you know what? I don't think we need to do a Zoom next week, but we'll discuss that again in class on Monday and Tuesday. All right. So good night, everyone. Love you all. Good luck with your state exam. Good luck with my final exam. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Let me end my